All right, so what am I doing here? That I'm not really too sure about, but we'll find out. This is the start of something that we'll see where it takes me. But I wrote something a while ago that I feel like there's some people out there that might be able to draw something from it. So that's where we're gonna start. This is called All of Life's Answers Come in a Can. Now, what a curious statement. Simple at first, but if you're willing to venture beyond the confines of the boxes that we've put ourselves in, it begins to take on a life of its own. A can will hold many things, both good and bad. Food comes in a can, water can come in a can, as does alcohol. It may be just as simple as only choosing the cans to nourish yourself with. Some we won't know until we've opened it, consumed it, and have felt what it does to us. This isn't what I'm referring to, though. I want the word can, used in a question. Can I? Can we? Can this? Can that? If this is the can we choose to nourish ourselves with, the world changes. This word is able to be turned negative as well. I can't. A definitive closed statement. Leaves no room for growth, opportunity, or even success. If we are only able to apply this when all other avenues have been explored, it is then, in my opinion, only able to be used. Can't may as well be a synonym for the impossible, meaning it allows no other choice for exploration, and whatever venture you're looking at is already finished. My truck can't drive underwater. Very clear and probable, and in its current state, it factually cannot operate fully submerged. But could my truck be made to operate underwater? Sure, but then it wouldn't be my truck as it stands. It would have to almost become something entirely different to achieve this feat, but I will submit that it technically would still be my truck, although only a shadow of what it really means to be such. I'm referring to the challenge use of the word. Can you take another step? Can you eat that? Can you get there? When framed in this way, it opens possibilities rather than closes them, makes the impossible, at the very least, plausible. Before we decided to quit drinking, that word used to signify an impossibility. I can't not drink, I can't quit, I can't function, etc. The word could easily be changed with don't want to, as I can and am function without alcohol for numerous years now. I can and am alive without the marijuana I use daily and relied on so heavily. Now I will admit that it isn't easy, but it is not impossible. Life goes on with or without these things. We just have to be willing to reframe the question. I only speak from experience, as this word has gotten me into and out of a lot of sticky and slippery situations. Another statement that rings along with can is, where there is will, there is a way. Can signifies will. It signifies strength, perseverance, courage, and faith. If we hide from that which scares us, we will never know our own possibilities or our own abilities. We've been trained and convinced that limits to our freedom and true power exist absolutely, when a single word is all it takes to change your life. I can do this. Do not be the one who sets a limit before you reach it. If you aren't willing to face that darkness or challenge, it will always be haunting you, reminding you of your fears, weaknesses, and nightmares. This is where the faith portion comes in. We are only human and a direct reflection of our experiences. Now my body has been broken, cut, operated on, nearly poisoned, killed, abused, tortured, pushed, and punished. Rather than focusing on all of this, though, I've taught myself to ask one question, and I've yet to find its limit. Can I? Not should I, not would I, not could I, but can I? Can I get back on my bike? Can I continue? Can I get back in the door? Can I lift that? Can I run that far? This framing leaves the answer to be discovered. It is open-ended and undecided. There is a premature conclusion drawn, that the only answer to know is after you've explored your question. Black and white, this concept tracks right along with this statement. It is essentially a yes or no question when framed in this way. Black and white, true or untrue. The only way to know what is true is to be willing to accept the answer regardless of what it is. The emotions have to be removed or they will blind you on your journey. Your fear will be screaming, anxiety through the roof, but regardless of those, if we are able to apply our consciousness, the answer can only be one of two, yes or no. When we reach an answer, then we're able to see our path. If it failed, then we have to look at where the growth needs to be. If we succeed, well, then we have 2 more cans to open. Can I make it easier, simpler, and more readily achievable for myself? Can I take or make another? Essentially, can I keep going? And as long as we choose the path of can, the world is your oyster, and they come in cans too. So I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but it helped me through a lot of hard times, and maybe you heard something in there that can help you through your hard day, because there is a way, And all you need to do is ask yourself the question, can I keep going? And you'll find that answer when it's ready.